Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials.
How's it going?
Great.
Why is little Billy crying?
He got a scolding.
Jane, pleases come with us.
I cannot dance, you know. I haven't such a talent.
Just for fun, not for showing. What do you worry about?
Nothing. I have told you before that I won't go to the party, and that's flat.
But okay.
Jack wonders whether Linda likes him or not.
Why doesn't he ask her?
He is too scared to ask her.
He's a chicken guy.
Okay. Anne, you spent quite a bit of time in Australia recently, so why don't you talk about that?
I really liked living in Australia. I was an international student and I studied education at the University of Sydney. And living in Sydney was fantastic because I could go to the beach anytime I wanted and there was a great nightlife in Sydney. There are lots of great clubs. And people were very, very friendly and easygoing, and I met a lot of international people in living Sydney.
How long were you there?
I was there for almost a year.
Oh, okay.
And I traveled a little bit in Australia. I went up the east coast. Up to Fraser Island, which is a World Heritage Site. And I saw dingo running along the beach and sharks in the water. We climbed cliffs and went through a rainforest and went camping, and then we went up to which is a bit north. And the further north you go in Australia, the hotter it gets. So we were able to go swimming in the ocean, and I went diving for the first time, but it was a little bit risky 'cause I didn't have a diving license. So I went on an introductory dive and I saw a giant clam that had a really purple spongy inside that I was able to touch, and then the clam closed up really quickly.
So, did you lose your finger?
Almost.
Almost. Ah. You're lucky. It's funny, you go in the water and you worry about sharks, but not clams.
Exactly.
Will you be going back to Australia soon?
I'd like to go and live there for at least another year. Probably I'll go back to Sydney, or maybe I'll go down to Melbourne because it's a really interesting cultural city. They have a lot of museums and parks.
Great. I landed on classic movies.
I didn't know you liked old movies.
I love them, especially the all-time greats like Gone with the Wind.
You're so right. Today's movies are just too commercial.
Sometimes I think Oscars are only awarded to movies that make a lot of money.
Hi, Ben. Here are the top 10 of this week's top chart.
Oh, great.
Which is your favorite in this 10?
I like number 4.
You mean Sweetheart.
Yes. In fact, I think it's much better than this week's number 1.
What do you think about Cold Wind?
I like it as well, but I don't think it's as good as Sweetheart.
So number 4 is your favorite. Which one don't you like?
Well, I don't like Your Lips very much.
Why?
I think it's too slow, makes me sleepy. In fact, it's the worst in this week's top 10, if you ask me.
Really? But it's my favorite. Mark, where have you been? I've been calling you all morning.
I've been playing computer games.
What? So you blew me off yesterday and today over a stupid video game? What game is so important that you have no time for me anymore? What are you playing?
It's called Counter-Strike. It's a first-person shooter game. It's awesome. It's a multiplayer game where you can go online and compete against players from all over the world.
You've been wasting your time on this? I can't believe it. It doesn't even look fun or challenging.
My laptop is on my bed. If you think it's so easy, then get online and try to beat me.
Fine.
Damn it. How are you killing me with a single shot? It's not fair. I don't want to play anymore. Let's go get something to eat.
Can you bring me something? I am totally hooked on this game.
Following our free educational materials, you learn English in a great way with ease and efficiency.